On May 18th of 1980, I was up in a cabin in the mountains about 200 miles away from Mount St. Helens. In the morning, we heard a loud boom. The ground shook, and a little while later, we got in our cars and we took off. And as we're driving along the freeway doing 70, this big storm cloud starts traveling up to the north of us, and it's going way faster than we are. We got to this little town called Ritzville and stopped there to get something to eat. In about 40 minutes, the ash was coming down so heavy you could hardly see. So I took off again, and as I'm driving, it's getting harder and harder to see. So I pulled off to this rest area. It was actually a viewpoint. And I pulled off and parked up there. As I got out of my vehicle, I'm standing there between these two metal posts. Suddenly the posts start glowing red and they're shaking, and you can see the electricity passing between them. And my body started to tingle, felt like I was static charged, but static supercharged maybe. And I had some ash in my mouth, so I spit it out, and it sparked when I spit it out. I thought, what is going on here? This guy suddenly appeared in front of me. I didn't see him come up. Suddenly he's just like an arm's length away, and he's got a rifle and a wolf dog. He was actually a shepherd and a really nice guy. We started to try to communicate a bit. He couldn't speak any English, but we got in my vehicle and I took him back to that little town where I'd been and got him something to eat. And then I took him back up to that lookout because he had to take care of his sheep. And then I went back to that town and I stayed there for 3 days because nobody could really go anywhere. After 3 days, this other guy, I'd made friends with him, and he wanted to ride to his farm in Pasco. So I took him to Pasco. But along the way, as we're driving along, there were cars abandoned on the side of the road everywhere and covered in ash. It looked like the end of the world or something. Anyway, that is my Mount St. Helens experience.